Welcome to Free and Flourishing with Quita. It's your girl Quita here. So glad you found this video because this video is going to be how you can fix your finances when you don't know where to start. So again, pull up your chair, join the Free and Flourishing table. If you haven't, make sure you like, subscribe, and ding the notification bell so you don't miss out when videos get posted. This is your safe space to heal your relationship with money, shift your mindset, and step into the financially free version of yourself. If your finances feel overwhelming and you don't even know where to start, this video is your reset point. No shame, no judgment, just clarity and a plan you can actually follow. So, before we get into the steps, I want you to hear this from me, because normally I don't like when people say, if I can do it, you can do it. But for real, if I can do it, like I've been doing it, you can definitely do it. It is possible for you. I mean, I literally still shock myself every day with the things that I am accomplishing. Financially speaking, entrepreneurially speaking, like I'm very proud of myself, and I'm not even just trying to brag. I'm just really proud of myself. Like, if y'all only knew, like, my starting point, let me just tell you though. Before we get into steps, I want you to hear me. You are not behind. You are not bad with money. You are not the only one struggling. Most of us were never taught how to manage money. We learned algebra, we learned how to write essays, but nobody taught us how to budget, how to save, or how to build wealth. And to be honest, they probably don't know how to do it themselves. That's probably why we were never taught it. I was never taught it. So if you feel lost, that's not a personal flaw. That's a lack of education and support. And here on Free and Flourishing with Quita, we're changing that. So make sure you subscribe and ding the notification bell. So step one, first things first, we have to get honest with ourselves without shame. Your first step, even before budgeting, it's not saving, it's not budgeting, it's not cutting out the coffee. Your first step is looking at your numbers without freaking out. Shame is the biggest financial block that people carry. Shame makes you avoid looking at your bank account, avoid your bank account, avoid your bank, avoid anything that has money, bank in the same sentence, okay? Shame makes you ignore your bills. Shame makes you pretend everything is fine while you're drowning. And even now that I'm thinking about it, like I can see a lot of the shame with how I grew up and how my mother was relationship with money was. But here we are now, and we're dropping the shame. You're not here to punish yourself. You're here to understand yourself. So you got that? So that's step one. You need to learn to look at the numbers, at your numbers. You need to learn to look at your bank account every day. That is actually, believe it or not, that's where I started. I was one of the people who, if I even thought that my money was low in my bank account, I wouldn't even look at it. I wouldn't look at it. Even if somebody paid me for something, I'm not looking at it because no. Just the fear of seeing a negative, just the fear of it being low. But what I started doing was I started looking at it. I started looking at my account every day, and I started just being a little delusional, saying, oh, it's negative 27. Wow, I have $27 in my account. I'm not going to spend, obviously, because it was negative, but I'm not going to spend it. I got $27 in my account. That looks good. That looks good, right? Until the next time I got paid and the negative was gone, and then I looked at it again, and it was like, yay, there's $300 in there. That's exciting. It's looking like something. But here we go. Step two, know your numbers. So step one, we looked at our numbers without the shame, right? We looked at it. Step number two, we need to know our numbers. This is the simplest version. So now that you've taken the emotional weight off, it's no big deal to look at the numbers. It's no big deal to look at the numbers that you owe. It's no big deal to look at that bill that you have unopened on the counter. It's no big deal to open the email right? You know what I'm saying? So now that that weight is gone, we're going to get practical. You need to know how much money is coming in, how much money is going out, your bills, your debt payments, your subscriptions, even the ones that we tend to forget. You need to find them and unforget them. And roughly what you spend on food, gas, and life. Doesn't need to be perfect. It's just about clarity. Okay. Write it down, put it in your notes app, or use my budget book linked in the description box below if you want something more structured. The goal is to simply to see the truth so you can work with it. Also, a really good book that helped me out, I found this book after I had already saved and did my things, which my budget book helped me save my first $1,000. But I ended up coming across this book called Rich, Bitch, and that book is really, really good. I highly recommend reading that one as well. So step number 3, choose your debt plans. Step number 3, choose your debt plans, and I'm going to give you 3 options, no shame. So I'm sure all these terms are familiar. So when we talk about debt, first of all, a lot of people fear even the word debt, right? Debt has brought a lot of fear in people's lives. But I'm going to share with you 3 options, and none of these 3 options, either one of the ones that you choose, none of them are wrong. They're just different paths depending on your situation and your emotional capacity that will help you on the road to becoming financially free. Option number 1 is the snowball method. This is where you pay off your smallest debts first. This gives you quick wins and builds momentum. If you need motivation for paying things, this is definitely your method. But I won't say definitely. You can weigh your pros and cons. But yeah, if you need motivation, this gives you motivation. Option number 2 is the avalanche method. This is where you are paying off the highest interest rate debt first. This saves you the most money long term. If you're a numbers driven person and patient, this one is probably best for you. Option number 3, bankruptcy. Whoa. This is not failure. This is not shame. This is a legal reset button designed for people who need a fresh start. They have a lot of bankruptcy lawyers do free consultation, and they'll explain the process and ask you some questions. And the best thing is to be as honest as possible and remember that the bankruptcy lawyer is on your side. If your debt is unmanageable, if you're drowning, if you cannot see a way out, bankruptcy is a tool, not a moral judgment that you can definitely use. Whichever path you choose, it's valid. You're choosing the best option that supports you and your future. So choose one of the 3. And step 4 is address the mindset that got you here. This is a biggie because your mindset is either going to make or break you in the decisions that you make. Money isn't just math, it's mindset. Your financial habits are rooted in how you grew up, what you were taught, what you weren't taught, which obviously, if you're sitting at this table, probably because you wasn't taught. What you believe you deserve, how safe or unsafe money feels to you, whether you associate money with stress, fear, or freedom. And here's the thing. I gotta be real with you, family. If you don't shift the beliefs, the habits will not stick. So it don't matter how many videos you watch. It don't matter. You gotta get your mind on board too. Otherwise, you're gonna end up sabotaging yourself. Now I want you to ask yourself, do I avoid money because it scares me? Do I feel unworthy of wealth? Do I sabotage myself when I start doing well? Do I believe money is hard to get or hard to keep? This is where the real transformation happens, family. This is where you start becoming financially free and flourishing. And if you answered yes to any of those questions, you gonna need to work with your mindset. You're gonna need to work on that mindset. It's the only way you're really gonna truly get ahead and be thriving. And our final step 5, we are going to build one new habit. Now that you have clarity, a plan, a mindset shift, I want you to pick one new habit. Not 2, not 10, not 5, not 25, just one. Now, I'm going to give you some examples, but when you go out and do your own research and find your own examples, don't get, I could do this and this and this. Oh, I can do these 3. No. I just want you to pick one. Just one. Whether that's a weekly money check-in, tracking your spending, setting a small automatic savings transfer. It could be $1, it could be $2, whatever. Reviewing your accounts every Sunday. Using my budget book weekly. Consistency beats intensity. So small steps create big changes. So I want you to choose one, family. Just one. And remember, you are not starting over. You are starting correctly. And this time, you're not doing it alone. Welcome to the Free and Flourishing table. Thank you for watching Free and Flourishing with Quitta. Your financially healthy era starts now. So I want these videos to be small and digestible so that you guys can really take it all in. So these videos aren't going to be really, really long and really, really extended out. But if you have any questions, make sure you leave me a comment, and I'll be sure to respond back to you or make a video about it. So yeah, also, again, if you want my budget book, check the description box. Sending loads of love your way, you guys. Peace.